If you're somebody who loves long form content, but absolutely hates how you feel while scrolling through short form content, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to be talking about how short form content rots your brain and the problems with this short form media. I'm also going to be polarizing this with the benefits of long form media. Media is media at the end of the day, but there are innate problems and innate benefits to each type. For example, we cannot convey complex ideas through short form media. It doesn't work. We can try as much as we'd like, but it does not work. Conveying complex ideas is something that short form content just is not able to do. We try and try to show these tips and tricks and things of that nature, but all this content is meant to do is to evoke strong emotions within you. That's all this content is meant to do. That's all this content is seeking to do as well. It's not meant to give you actual value. It's just meant to keep you here for as long as possible. That is an issue. And another way short form content is actively plaguing our media environment is by destroying the creators that innovated these platforms to begin with. Without the innovators on TikTok, the innovators on YouTube, these platforms would have never become what they are today. And now these platforms have these algorithms that are advanced, really advanced. But now, when you used to follow somebody or subscribe to a creator on YouTube or anywhere for that matter, you used to be able to, one, watch these creators consistently, and these are creators you subscribe to for a reason. These aren't just people who are random, who don't care about you, who only care about views. These are creators who care about their communities. We have lost that sense of community doing this, unfortunately. Now, these these short form algorithms, all they're designed to do is to keep retention on this platform for as long as possible. They are not meant to help you. They are not meant to convey complex ideas. All they want to do is keep you there, keep you scrolling, and more importantly, keep you buying stuff you don't need. That's an issue. That is a clear problem. That is a clear pattern disruption in your normal day-to-day life. And it's honestly really disheartening to see. I don't like the idea that short form content is only there to keep me there for as long as possible without me thinking about what I'm consuming. And what it's done to streaming is also fairly sad. It hasn't done anything beneficial for that community. All it's done is really ensure that streamers are not looking to get quality streams done, quality content. All the streamers want to do now is go viral on social media, get little tiny clips that are going to ensure that they are able to go viral, they are able to build their community, and without any regard to how their audience or how anyone reacts to them, just as long as people are seeing them. So now you have these fairly misleading streamers and streams both showing you content that's not reflective of what you're going to watch. All they're trying to do is clip farm now, which is normal. Streamers, all they've ever done is clip farm. That's not anything new, but it's gotten to such a point that every time you see a viral clip from a streamer or a couple viral clips, you go to the stream and it's just boring because that's what streaming is. It's meant to build a connection with people. But that's not what it is now. Now it's just, let me get as much people in here as possible so we can start getting as many donations as you possibly can. The last problem I have with short form content is the hypnosis state that this platform uses to coerce you into buying and mindlessly swiping. It's so sad to watch. Not just kids, not anyone of that nature. I'm not trying to, empathize with anyone or, make someone feel bad. But whenever people swipe on this short form media, it doesn't feel good. It feels bad. And every time you swipe, you just find yourself for hours and hours looking at content you don't care about from creators you've never seen before, and they're selling you products you, again, don't care about. You have no intention of buying. That's sad. It's disheartening. That's not what media should be. Media should be consumed not just with a purpose, but media should be consumed for a reason. Not just for some ambiguous algorithm to tell you, yes, please consume more. We need more metrics. We need better sales. It's the data tracking that is also a big problem. They've taken advantage of this for a very, very long time. Data tracking and data harvesting is nothing new to the game of the internet. But it is fairly new to how they're using it and monetizing it against you. That's not a good thing, but we are allowing them constantly, and they are getting sued constantly for stealing this data. Now, I am a strong proponent of loving long-form content because I've learned a lot from other people through long-form content, especially on YouTube. You can learn a lot of valuable skills and a lot of valuable traits that otherwise you would not be privy to unless you were on these platforms. With short form, you almost never get that. That's not what you're looking for. That's not what they're going to give you. They're going to give you whatever slop can come up and make you feel whatever emotion they want you to feel. Now, the benefits of long-form content start with being able to present long-form and complex ideas that may directly impact your thinking. That's vital. That is absolutely vital in trying to shape you and set you up for a better future. You want a better future. Everybody wants a better future. But this short form slop they're giving us really takes that ability away from us. We're no longer able to consume good quality media anymore. We are forced to endure this slop that is presented to us constantly. We have no say in what we watch anymore. Also, another big advantage of long-form media is that there are clear endpoints that give you the ability to pattern interrupt. When you're scrolling, it's like you're on a slot machine. You're looking for a video that's going to make you laugh, a video that you're going to share to one of your friends, try to make them laugh. It's just a constant revolving door of slop that nobody cares about. And it's pretty sad. It shouldn't be like that. You should be watching with intention. I want to laugh. I want to learn. I want to develop. But now we're just fed this BS after BS to try to show us, just to try to make us feel something, anything. And the problem that this presents is that it doesn't care about the feeling it shows us. It just wants to make us feel anything. Enraged, happy, sad. Most of the content that gets pushed on these short form algorithms are rage bait and rage inducing content. Next, but without this pattern interrupt, you're not going to be able to think your next step. All you're going to be able to do is just watch the next video after the next video. Long form disrupts this pattern. Long form doesn't allow this to happen. You are able to break the pattern actively. Not just actively break it, but now you can start to think for yourself again. Is this video worth watching? Do I need to get back to work? Should I focus on what I need to focus on? This gives you the clear ability to think again that is not presented through short form. They don't want you to think. They just want you to consume mindlessly. Lastly, it allows real connections to be made with creators. Through long form, you're not going to make a new connection with creator. You might be able to find new creators, but making new connections with creators, finding a new person to learn from, it's not really going to happen. Like, you can discover them, but learning from anyone through this content, it's so rare. It's so rare, and that's intentional. They don't want you to learn. They don't need you to learn. Learning isn't an emotion that they want to invoke out of us. They want to keep feeding us whatever they think we want, whatever slop we can consume that'll hit their bottom line. Making a real connection with a creator allows a couple things. Yes, we know parasocial relationships are weird and they're kind of demonized, which is okay. You know, I understand why that's the case, but it's still important for people to make real connections. But we've taken that ability away from people, which shouldn't be what the goal is. The goal shouldn't be taking away our agency, our freedom. The goal should always be, how can I improve this person's life? How can this person improve my life? And if you're not consuming content, nor have the ability to consume content that is giving you this method, it sucks. It's sad. It's upsetting. It's not what we should be giving to people, especially kids nowadays. Kids are never going to understand what it was like to find a new YouTuber and watch them for years, watch their development. They don't care about that anymore. All they want to do is feed us slop after slop after slop and hope, just hope that they can dismantle any thoughts we may or may not have about not wanting to consume anymore. In conclusion, long form provides much more value that short form cannot compete with. Real learning comes from complex ideas and not a hypnosis state. Make sure when you're watching short form content, you can try to be as mindful as possible and not just spend hours a day swiping, looking at products you don't care about, listening to creators that all they do is infuriate and rage bait you. That's not what media is supposed to be. Media is supposed to be something that adds value to your life, not just steals your time and energy from you. You like what you saw? Subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.